Diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich.
For a second, man. Nice to see you.
I'm rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy ShakyBay. So today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I make money without life skilling, because there's so many ways to make money in this game. I've heard people tell you that you have to life skill to make money. There's people that are going to tell you that you have to grind to make money. The truth is, there's plenty of ways to make money in this game, and they all work, and you can all make similar amounts of money. The way I choose to make money is I hate life skilling. I can't stand it. So if that's you, then this is going to be the video for you. Now, in general, there are a lot of new players playing BDO right now because of, I think, quarantine and then obviously the seasonal servers. And there's also been a few big streamers that have been checking out the game. So like I saw Cutie play the game. We saw Summit playing the game. So I kind of want to just like talk about some things and bust some myths for people, because I feel like there's always an influx of new players coming into BDO, and then they quit later on because they don't really get the information they need, and it's because there's so much misinformation, especially on Reddit. There's so much misinformation about this game. I want to do my part and help people out, because I've been playing this game for quite a while, and I think it's really awesome we're getting this huge influx of new players. So I'm gonna give you guys my tips and just in general how I make money. But first, I want to talk about a couple topics before I get into anything. So the very first thing is I want to bust some class myths, and then I want to get into the fact of where you guys should be grinding with your kind of gear. A lot of people that come into this game, they look at grinding the wrong way, and because this is a guide about how I make money without life skilling, the class myths are really important to talk about, and it's really important to talk about where you guys should be grinding with your gear. Okay, so we are just gonna go ahead and go down the list. So I have heard a lot of people say that a class like Ranger is really bad. Here's the thing, they have solid PvE, but Ranger really excels in open world PvP with their succession. Their succession makes them pretty weak in 1v1s, but in large scale, if you have a group of people that you're PvPing with, it's a really excellent class. So if anyone that's like playing this game and you're interested in playing the Ranger, don't let what people say kind of steer you away, because in general, a general rule of thumb in BDO, if you are a good player, you will make your class work and you will frag out. So don't listen to people about the Ranger, okay? The next thing I want to talk about too is the Tamer. Now Tamer is actually one of those classes that definitely is suffering in terms of PvE, and PvP is kind of like mediocre right now, but that doesn't mean you can't make it work. A lot of people will tell you that Tamer is really bad and that they don't work in PvP. However, that's like seriously wrong. They strongly excel in 1v1. They're one of the best 1v1 classes in the game. And in large scale, they do have one of the best ultis. So keep that into consideration. Next class is going to be the Valkyrie. Valkyrie, you'll hear from everyone, actually, that these Valkyries are really bad. However, they clearly haven't seen what a succession Valkyrie can do these days. I will take a geared Valkyrie that knows how to play their class any day. I mean, Even Awakening or Succession, they have a lot of utility with the pulls. They have a mini PA, they got heals, they can give you buffs. Especially with the Succession, it's a really strong class. I mean, it's a turtle class that just grabs you and then it one-shots you. Nothing else to really be said, especially with the fact that in Succession, they have really good diving capabilities. They can just go in there, pop a couple SA rotations, and they'll nuke a group of people. So when it comes to the Valkyrie guys, don't sleep on it. If you're interested in that class, make sure you guys do check it out. Another class I want to talk about would be the Musa and Mei. There's a lot of rumors going on with Musa and Mei. I've heard from a lot of people say that Musas and Meis are just terrible in PvP. It's not the case. It's not terrible in PvP. I've also heard little rumors saying that Musa is drastically better than Meiwa, or Meiwa is drastically better than Musa. I've heard all of that. And this is coming from a Musa main himself, and also coming from experience with the fact that I play with other good Meiwas. So for example, Mayashi, if you guys know him, one of my good buddies. We've done Node Wars together. I've PvP'd against him. I've done tons of open world PvP together with him. What I will say is this. Musa and Meiwa Awakened are definitely lacking, but our Successions are pretty strong right now. As a matter of fact, I would say that Musa and Mei Successions are one of the top flex classes in current Node War situation. Our PvP is damn good. I mean, when it comes to nuking people that have higher DP and evasion, that's Musa and Mei. Next up, let's go on Ninja. Obviously, we all know Ninja's really strong in PvP. But people say for some reason it's really bad in PvE, which is not the case. As soon as Ninjas got their Successions, they became pretty good with PvE. And they're pretty much pulling top tier trash these days, so don't listen to people, okay? Next class would be your DK, okay? The Dark Knight, alright? It is not a bad class. I don't know why people say this, but I have plenty of DKs in my guild that are really good at PvP. I know plenty of DKs and just in other guilds that are really good at PvP. The Succession DK is a very strong class. It's one of the best flex classes in the game right now. And if you think DK is bad, then just maybe get better at DK. Unfortunately, that's how I gotta say it. It's not a bad class. Don't sleep on it. Other than that, those are the only class myths I kind of want to bust. I do think that any other class I didn't mention in this would be fine. So, in general, guys, don't listen to people. Don't listen to those myths. These classes I named, they're fine. Just gotta work around it. Okay, so we are in somethinglovely.net. Let's go ahead and talk about grind spots, okay? Now, by now in this game, a lot of you are just pretty much aware they give you pretty much free gear. So you're going to at least have like 160 AP. So we're not going to talk about any spots below that, okay? I would say at the 160 to 210 AP range, I would strongly recommend you grind at Polly's Forest and you would grind at Gahad. Those two spots are going to be your go-to spots for EXP and money. Now when it comes to grinding, guys, the biggest myth I want to talk about, don't grind according to level, grind according to your gear. That is what you want to do, because in this game, grinding to your gear is what's going to propel you, especially with the fact that level 62, 63, 64, 65 aren't going to really affect your PvP by much. So make sure that you guys are grinding according to your AP and you're grinding towards your silver per hour. That's what's important. So once you get about the 210 AP range, I've heard a lot of people say that you can start grinding other spots early on, and you can definitely start grinding a place like Mansions at 210 AP. Is it going to be efficient? No, it's not going to be efficient. If you're 210 AP, I would really recommend that you start grinding places like either Blood Wolves or you start grinding at a place called KG Ruin. These two spots are going to give you anywhere from 70 to 115 mil an hour, which is excellent for you. As soon as you hit 235 AP Kudum, depending on your class, you are going to be grinding at either Akhman or History, which is going to be Portals in the Desert, okay? You're pretty much going to be grinding those spots until you hit 261 Kudum. Other big myths I've heard is that you need insane amounts of DP to grind Star's End or Kratuga, okay? Now, coming from me, as you guys know, I had really low DP a little while ago. So Kratuga's a little spot in here. You have to enter with a little slab slate, and then Star's End is another spot. I was grinding those two areas with 308 DP Kudum. All I would do to just make the as not as tanky is I would pop a Calyx Elixir and I'd be rocking a Kudum and at 308 DP, okay? You don't need insane amounts of DP to grind Star's End or Kratuga. Those are really huge myth. Once you're like 261 AP Kudum, Star Zen and Zakraya pretty much become really good for you. With Loose Scroll at the moment, they give anywhere from 150 mil to 200 mil an hour. Those are pretty much your spots you kind of want to rock. Aside from that, if you guys are interested in any group content, you definitely can do Miramax at 235 AP Kudum. However, it's not the greatest money, so I really don't recommend grinding Miramax. Unless you're just after EXP, sure, go for Miramax. Once you are 269 AP Kudum with at least 324 DP, that's going to open up Zakraya Ruins, and it's going to open up the Abandoned Monastery grind spots for you guys. Okay, Zakraya Ruins pretty much is the best EXP spot in the game. You have to go up here in this area, you have to go down, and then you go under, and then you're able to enter Zakraya via a key. Zakraya pretty much is going to be like 180 to 220 mil per hour average with Loose Scroll, and it's pretty much some of the best EXP as well. It's almost equivalent to 3-man Miramax, except you're grinding it solo. And then Abandoned Monastery is pretty much your duo spot that gives about 160 to 200 mil an hour with solid EXP. When it comes to grind spots, guys, that is what I personally recommend for you guys. Now let's get into how I actually make money via grinding without life scaling. Alright, now when it comes to making money without life scaling, I do a few rules, okay? I don't enhance any of my gear that I want to obtain for gains. So for example, I want to get a pendant. I'm not enhancing for the pendant. I'm going to buy it. Simply put. All the gear gains that I want, I buy them. Okay? You guys with me so far? There's a few rules I put into how I do this. Okay? I sell all my Kaphras. I sell memory fragments. I sell scrolls. I sell black stones because, like I said, I don't enhance. So what this is going to come down to is you saving up your silver to buy your gear. So obviously with the more gear you get, the more money you're going to make because you're going to be able to grind faster, and it's going to give you access to more grind spots. Put that in mind, okay? Second thing is going to be enhancing for profit. Enhancing for profit is something that I do a lot, and you also might see another fellow content creator do a lot. His name is Dragon Uzi. We do that quite a bit, and a lot of my friends that I'm really close with, we do it quite a bit as well. How does this work? It's as simple as going to the market and just looking at profit margins for what you might get out of enhancing out of duo typically. Now when it comes to enhancing for profit, you want to enhance things typically with higher stacks than usual. When it comes to pry, I use a 21 stack at least because it's a 70% chance. And then when it comes to duo, I use 40 stacks. When it comes to try, I use 70 stacks. When it comes to tet, I use 110 plus stack. Now with the way BDO is currently, they're giving away free stacks all the time. So when it comes with the Oasis boxes, when it comes out of the daily attendance stores, when it comes out of your Black Spirit rolling for that, they're just giving us free stacks all the time. So if you ever get a 100 stack, that's a TED accessory. If you get a 40 stack, that's duo accessories. 70 stack, try, so on and so on. So if you guys watched the beginning of the video where I was enhancing stuff, I made a TED clustering off a 110 stack, and that's not the first time I've done that. I've enhanced multiple TED accessories for profit and made plenty of money. Where I really make most of my money is enhancing for duo. Now when it comes to enhancing for duo, what you want to look at is the profit margins. You want to look at each accessory. Look at Voltara belts, look at duo Tungrads, look at Tungrad earrings, look at the rings, look at the necklaces, look at distortions. Look at pretty much everything. If you have a 40 stack, that is pretty much money for you. Even if you fail once, you're making profit. The way I do this is I don't just blow up all my money. I first do my grind, and then I use a portion of the money that I grinded to maybe make more money. Over the course of time, because it is a 40% chance to hit a duo, I am pretty much statistically guaranteed to make profit almost 100% of the time, just because even if I fail once or twice, I'm still making profit. The way I make money, I grind my ass off and I enhance for profit, and that's how I do it, and that's how I look at it. The third way is event. Always look at patch notes and take advantage of events. If you're doing that, you're on your way to be making some huge money. So on top of all the class myths we busted, that should hopefully help you guys where to grind according to your gear, and hopefully you guys start saving up your money. You're not enhancing your gains. Don't be that guy that's enhancing your pens, man. Buy it. I'm telling you, you'll make way more money. And hopefully these tips helped. That is going to be it. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch, join the community Discord, sub to me on YouTube, and comment down below if you guys have any questions. I am out. Peace.